Hi guys, welcome to an episode of Palette and Pour, where we grab a brush, take a sip, and let the creativity rip. I've been practicing that for minutes.
Spin fire in the mic like I'm Rambo. In the stool like I'm chilling in the bando. With a ball, best believe I never fanbo. I had a dream I was riding in the Lambo.
So if you're new here, thank you so much for joining. If you're a returning viewer, I appreciate it so much. Thank you for coming back. On today's episode, I'll be showing you the tips and tricks of how I make my designs come to life. I hope you enjoy, and let's go. So the first thing that you need to do is plan your composition. Now this includes the pose or any other element of the illustration that you would like to incorporate. If you haven't watched my first videos, I illustrated how you can get various poses. These poses act as foundations and then you put clothes on top. Especially if you're designing bodycon items, they follow the body curves. So sketch lightly with a pencil and then we'll erase all the unnecessary elements to have a clean starting point. This is my absolute favorite part. Now we're starting with the painting, and I usually start with the skin color. I want to get the skin color correct, and then I'll progress onto the dress. Now if you don't have the brown watercolor, you can always mix up the primary colors to get the correct shade of brown that you'd like. Pro tip: when you're starting out, always start lightly and then gradually build up the intensity as you progress, because you don't want to start with a lot of water on your brush. Paper gets really weak when it's wet and it can actually rip. Now you don't want that. Just start lightly and then gradually build up, get the correct shade that you want. So I had the first layer down, but I wanted a deeper shade. So you have to allow each layer to dry before adding another to prevent the colors from bleeding onto each other. And it also creates a cleaner finish. So I usually have a piece of scrap to test the colors before I go in, just to ensure that I have the correct shade. So at this point, our sketch is coming together. We're becoming more confident in the process and we're feeling good. So to make for more richer illustrations, I like to add shadow tones. Now shadow tones are a more intense concentration of your previous skin tone. You can do this by adding black. Shadow tones are important because they make your sketch more three-dimensional. But on a 2D plane, they mimic how the human body receives light, areas that get light and areas that don't get light. So that's what we're trying to mimic by using these different intensities of colors and tones. Now we're done with the skin. We can now proceed to the second agenda, which is the dress. Now the same rules apply when painting the dress. Always start lightly and then gradually build the intensity as you progress. Now remember to wait for each layer to dry before adding another layer on top. This will make everything seamless and it will make everything easier for you. So let's talk about the source of inspiration for this dress. I usually get my inspiration from various places, including movies, music, nature, experiences. Actually, music is a major source of inspiration because I visualize a lot of outfits when I'm listening to music. And it's crazy because most of my ideas come at night and I can't sleep because the wheels start turning and I'm like, how am I going to make this work? And this is one of the reasons why I sketch. Ideas come and go just as fast. And when they say that the best ideas strike at 3, actually I don't know if they say it, but I usually feel like most of my ideas strike at night because I find so much solace in the darkness. Most of my ideas strike at night and I have to find a way to keep these ideas. And that's why I sketch. It's like a visual planning thing and it helps me plan all the design elements very clearly, even though I might not have the resources to execute it at the moment, at least I have a plan and I have the idea locked. One other major reason why I sketch is because I can clearly communicate my ideas. I believe that in the future I'll be able to collaborate with other designers or work with other people. Imagine how easy it will be for me to communicate something that's in my mind if I could sketch it this clearly. If you're doing this for fun or you're actually interested in design, don't be intimidated. Just go for it. Make mistakes and actually learn from those mistakes. And you can do this very easily. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm trying to mimic sheer fabric or see-through fabric. That's why I'm painting over the skin tone. And this is the beauty of watercolor. Its transparency allows you to create different types of fabrics. So I decided to draw some shoes, some red bottoms, even though I can't walk in them, but it's my fantasy. These shoes will go perfectly with this dress, especially for a date night. Perfect. From this sketch alone, I'm communicating elegance. This is an elegant woman. She carries herself with poise and confidence. And it really doesn't matter who you are or how you feel about yourself, but the moment this dress is made for you to fit you perfectly, you need to wear it with that much confidence. It's a really beautiful dress. Okay, I'm done with the pep talk. So here I'm trying to incorporate some details. I usually go in with the smallest brush I have just to add those patterns and folds and embellishments, because clothes aren't rigid. When you walk, clothes crease, they move around and do all sorts of different things. So add those details. Even on the shoes, I go in with white to give it that shine that it deserves. Bro, check it in. Just bask in the glory of how beautiful this is. Comment a thumbs up if you liked this design and if you want more videos like this. So if you enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe. Have a good day. I'll see you all on my next video. Bye.
Blessed to be alive, swing my eyes through the sun rays. Made smart moves at the end, we got down paid.